All right, it's been a minute. It's been a few days, honey. We're back. We are back. Hey. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Hey, everybody. Hi. I'm back. It's been a few days since I've gone live. Whoo, child. I think the last time I went live was what? Saturday? Friday? I don't remember. Has it been that long? Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Hi. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live, everybody. Thank you, Uncensored, for the heart me, honey. Thank you. Hey, everybody, just tuning in. I'm back. It's been a few days. Thank you for the gift, honey. It's been a few days, but I'm back. I've been working very, very hard on revamping all my ebooks. So that's what I've been up to. Has taken me days. And I was celebrating my wife's birthday, obviously, too. How have y'all been doing? What have y'all been up to out there? Y'all go ahead and tap the screen for me and share the live if you care. Babes, ever since I caught your first live, I've had in my mind, beauty is power. Yes, live talks with Tati. Yes, 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 yes. Beauty is very, very, very powerful. Don't you forget that. Do not forget that. I will die on that hill. I will forever say that. I will scream that to the top of my lungs every single day because it's true. Hey, everybody that's tuning in. Tap the screen for me. Share the live if you care, guys. So as I was saying earlier, I've been revamping my lives. What? I've been revamping my ebooks and just kind of reworking some things as far as my master classes are concerned. So I'm going to restart that like probably next week or something like that. Thank you for those gifts, honey. Because I want to give you guys great stuff. I want to give y'all good content. I want to give you guys really good information. And I always want to step it up in visuals, in aesthetic, and everything. Right? So that's why I went ahead and revamped my ebooks. So I redid everything. Like the ebooks look absolutely amazing. If you go in my stories, you'll see the cover pages and how they look. Wait, give us the information on those earrings. I do not remember where I got these earrings, and I can't even find these on the TikTok shop. I didn't get them from TikTok shop. So if I can find something similar to this in the TikTok shop, I'll include it or something. But I have these, and I have a pair of are they blue? Yeah, they're blue. And I got them a long time ago. I don't even remember where I got them from. But if I can find something similar, I will let y'all know. So what y'all been up to? I've been trying to since I've been kind of behind the scenes, catch everybody's lives, support, make sure everybody's good, Y'all tap the screen. I only have 87 likes. Only got 87 likes, girl. I don't like that. Yeah, so first things first. As far as the master classes are concerned. So I plan on, instead of doing master classes every single day of the week, or I won't call them master classes, I'll call them discussions, right? I'll do them like every other day, just so I won't burn out. Because I don't want to burn out, because I burn out pretty easily, and I need my rest. So maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that, where I can have my discussions, because I want to have my master classes set apart for behind a paywall. Because the stuff that I tell y'all is not even all the stuff that I know or that I even talk about. So it's a whole lot more. I promise. So that's what I plan on doing with that. But y'all, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else, and I totally freaking forgot. I literally just forgot what I was about to say. Oh my God. Whatever. Hey, y'all. Hey, boo. Y'all welcome in. I'm really just kind of hanging out. I'm missing 2 nails. I don't want to show y'all this. Well, anyway, it's right there. And then here. I don't want to stick my middle finger. Hey. Yeah, but I've been working a lot. A lot. Those ebooks and trying to girl, missing a nail. Listen. That's part of the bad bitch lifestyle. Sometimes you're missing a nail and you gotta go get your nails done or something. Me, I'm probably just gonna pop on a set of press-ons because I don't feel like sitting in the shop. So I'm gonna just pop on some press-ons on there. I don't even feel like doing it. But yeah, so what have y'all been up to? It's May. It's still the very beginning of May. We still have a chance to accomplish goals. Y'all, I'm at over 4,100 followers. That's crazy. That's insane. I literally just started on this app. Crazy. Trying to find a new roommate. Hope you find one. I hope you find a great roommate that you can get along with, cleans up after themselves, and pays that rent on time, okay? Hey, love. Welcome in. Okay, y'all got me to 100. Let's try to get me to 500 likes, y'all. All right. See, roommate gave me a month's notice. Stuff like that. Just life's little inconveniences. Yeah. Life's inconveniences. It's like that. I'm trying to get used to drinking my water off the camera because I don't want to get banned or restricted because TT be doing the most. But what was I going to say, guys? I was going to talk about something before I went live, and I totally freaking forgot what the topic that I was going to talk about tonight. I don't know. What y'all want to talk about? Let's pick a topic. One of y'all can pick the topic for tonight. Because I'm really just going live to say hey and to show my face because it's been a while. Ooh, life transition. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, life talks with Tati. Let's talk about it. Life transitions. All right. So, life transitions. I think the hardest part about life transitions is trying to accept the fact that you're actually transitioning. That can be really hard because we can get into a space where we're pretty complacent with how things are. We get comfortable sometimes with life and how things are going, on the regular. We get into a certain mode and we have our routines, right? We have our familiar things that we do on a daily basis. We have our environments that we get accustomed to. We have the people in our life that we're accustomed to. So when we start to get into that space where God is trying to move us and trying to elevate us, it can get scary. It can get confusing. And it can be quite frustrating because you've kind of feel like you just got comfortable with where you were and now life is taking a whole nother turn and you're like, damn. And then you start to feel like you can't catch a break. Am I right? Like you're like, I just can't catch a break. Like I literally just got to this space and now I have to do a whole different thing again. Have to adjust. Yeah, like it's just like, damn. I just got comfortable here. Now I have to get up and move again, right? I just started liking this job. And now I'm having issues with the manager. To the point where I have to report them to HR. To the point where now I'm looking for a whole new position. I'm looking for a whole other job because things are just, what the hell? You know what I mean? Even with things with your vehicle, you could just come into some extra money. Maybe you got a bonus at work and now your car's starting tripping. You're like, damn. Girl, I got fired because I reported something to HR. Wow, that's crazy. I don't even, child, God be calling stuff out. I don't even know what's going on. I'm so sorry. I pray that God would bless you with something even better. than the last one. Okay? Something that you can plant your feet on solid ground. The next job is better, or even maybe a business idea you had. Maybe it's time to start that. Maybe it's time to start that business that you've been thinking about for a while. Or maybe you're taking a venture more seriously since you got fired. I need you to do that, Miss Tati, because this is your. Sometimes those things that look like it's bad, and that's another thing with life transitions too. We think it's a bad thing, but in most cases, it's the divine opening doors for us. You know, the next opportunity, and that's it right there. God had to move in. Yeah, sometimes the divine has to push you to the next level because you're just too complacent. That happened to me. That happened to me about a year or so ago. I knew where I lived physically, like my physical location was not conducive to my next level. So situations happen, hey baby, to where I had to leave. You about to go to your next destination?
I got like an hour I could chill. I got an hour I could chill. You on live?
I just went live like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah.
I'm chill.
Okay.
I ain't gonna leave you out too.
I'm always picking with her. But that literally happened to me. God had to have things happen in my life to shake the table so I can move out of my home state, like literally. Thank you. What is that? Walk with Salve. Thank you, honey. God had to move me. It's like that sometimes. It happened so fast. I was just like, whoa. I looked up and I'm in a totally different state. But here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part about your life transitions. Everything you've been going through prior to that moment has prepared you for your next shift. Everything you've been experiencing up until that point has prepared you for that shift. We just get caught up in being complacent. So that's where the frustration comes in. You're like, damn. So what I will say about life transitions is look at it as an opportunity. The live keeps freezing. I don't know why it's freezing. It could be the internet because it was acting up earlier. I don't know. Can y'all still see me? Is it good now or is it still messing up? Okay, y'all can see me okay. Because I know earlier the internet people or something, they've been doing something. I don't know. Okay, good. Okay, good. Perfect. So, like, when you're going through a transition in life, try to look at it as God opening a door for you, even if it's real bad. And I know that's easier said than done. You probably need to close out the app and go back in. Really? Thank you, Amanda. Hold on, let me see. You probably need to close out the app and go back in. Really? Thank you, Amanda. Hold on, let me see. Okay, can y'all see me now? Can y'all see me? Is it cool? Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I thought my stuff was still blurry. But anyway, yeah, so when you're going through a life transition, I know it's easier said than done, but try not to look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as an area of opportunity for your life to elevate. Yeah, this thing happened, and it may have happened all of a sudden, or it kind of blindsided you. But everything you've gone through prior to that moment, it has prepared you for this next shift you're about to go through. See, no, it's facts. I have to go stay with my aunt, and it seems so bad, but I'm getting my mind right. Right. Hell, you living with your aunt, maybe she won't, charge you as much for rent, and you have extra money that you could put towards either your savings or your investments, or maybe a business venture you have, or maybe you're saving up for, you want to save up for your home, or maybe you're looking for a new car. It's all kinds of things. Don't look at it as a bad thing. Easier said than done, but try to look at all the areas of opportunity you have to grow in that aspect. Because if you're not changing, if nothing is changing, if nothing is evolving, something is not right. If you're not elevating, growing, ascending, something's not right. If you've been working a job for 3 years and you've never had a promotion, that's not the job you need to be at. You're in a relationship for a few years and there's no marriage, then why you're there? I mean, if you value marriage, that is, right? Because I know some people have a difference of opinion with that. But if you value marriage and you've been in a relationship for 4 years, there's no marriage, what's going on here? I don't know. Or maybe, you've been living in the same city for years and years and years, and you haven't progressed. Maybe that's just not the place for you to be anymore. Excuse me. So every transition in life is an area for you to grow, an area for you to elevate. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Even with, like, let's say your social media. If you're not seeing any growth in your views, your interactions and engagement with followers, if you're not seeing any growth in your following, something needs to change. Maybe you need to change your content or the style of your content. Maybe you need to engage more. Maybe you need to redo something. Right? Like, perfect example with my ebooks. I'm doing great with my ebooks, but I want to elevate. So I had to go back and revisit my ebooks and change some stuff around and elevate the look, elevate the subject matter and all of that. So when I come back with the ebooks, it would be even better. It's all about elevating and doing better. It's all about elevating and doing better, because there's always room to grow. There's always room. There's always room to do better. Always. And for me, that's pretty that gives me motivation. Like, whenever I do my videos on here, like my lives and stuff, I always watch the playback. And, okay, I could have done this, I could have done that. And not critiquing myself, but just checking to see in what areas I can grow. I'm always making sure, I'm always looking at, like, my views. I'm looking at the engagement on my page. I'm looking at the following and stuff. I keep a very close eye on anything I work on that I take very seriously. I keep a very close eye on it. So that way, if I find an area of opportunity to grow, I'm going to work on that. Stay in tune for the elevation chapter of our lives. Right. You have to stay in tune. You have to be aware. You always have to be, and be open. Because whenever you look at those areas of opportunity in your life to grow, it's not going to always feel good. Because in some cases, we feel like we got it all figured out. Or we're so comfortable with our situation, we don't think we need to change. We don't think we need to grow. But you can always revamp or switch it up or upgrade or level up some things in order to have a better experience with it. I know for me, back in the days, like when I was really, really young, I wasn't really good at, I didn't like change too much. And I didn't like when I had to switch things up to better it, because I was so comfortable with how it was. And maturity taught me that it's absolutely okay. And in some cases, it's very necessary to switch some things up, elevate it, upgrade it. It's having that shift in life is sometimes necessary. Hey, Bombeezy, sometimes that's necessary. Like, it's okay. It's really okay. It's all right. It's okay to shift to a new level that you're not familiar with yet. Maybe this transition in life is teaching you how to roll with the punches. Thank you, Bombeezy, for the heart me. This new transition is teaching you how to accept the fact that you're still learning, and it's okay to learn. It's okay to hold on. Add sticker. How do I do that? Okay. I'm going to celebrate you, Bombeezy. She's at level 5 on the team. Congrats. But it's absolutely okay to reach your next level. Like, I'll go back to my ebooks. I thought my ebooks were great, which is why I put them out. But I had a second opinion from my mentor, and that was the only thing. She's like, everything else is great. You should, work on maybe elevating your ebooks a little more to make them look a little more seamless. And I'm like, okay. Things can be better, sure. And then when I started to work on it, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is really, really, really good. And then I showed them to her, and she's like, wow, these ebooks look amazing. And sometimes that's all you need is a second opinion or God to show you where you need help with in an area of your life to just, take it up a notch. Take it up a notch. I probably should have named the live that. Take it up a notch. Let's take it up a notch, y'all. Let's take it in everything we do. Let's take it up a notch. Let's take it up a notch. Thank you for those gifts, hon. Thank you. I'm originally from Louisiana. That's where I'm originally from. Hey, y'all, that's just coming in. We're talking about life transitions for now. And how to, how do I say that? And how to roll with the punches, for lack of better words. How to roll with the punches and how to accept when it's time to pivot. Let's talk about pivoting for a second. Because that's kind of the same thing as a life transition, right? How do you know when it's time to pivot? How do you know when it's time to do something a little different? How do you know? For me, I know on an energetic level, like when it just doesn't feel right energetically to me. That's when I know it's time to do something different. Like, I don't know if I said this on my live. No, I have. I think the other day I said it. I recently quit my job because I knew that God was pushing me to do something totally out of my comfort zone. And it was my time there had expired. When you just can't take it anymore, right? Sometimes there is power in walking away. You don't have to always prove how resilient you are in a situation. You don't have to. Sometimes sticking it out is not the answer. You stick it out and then you're dying inside. You feel unfulfilled inside. That's when you know it's time to go. When your spirit is vexed about that situation, thank you, honey. When your spirit is vexed about a situation, it's time to go. It's time to go. And we don't have to stick around to see how things are going to play out. You know how it's going to play out because of your energy and even your body. And so, with some of us, our bodies will tell us, right? When it's time to go. Yes, say it louder for the people in the back. That's why I was fired, because God said it's time. Right. Thank you, honey, for that gift. Thank you. Yeah, your body, even we dream about it sometimes, right? But I decided to quit that job. And it paid good money and everything. But God was moving me in a different direction. God was moving me in a different direction. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And I'm very grateful because needs are going to always be met. I have a very supportive spouse. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But I knew it was, I knew in my spirit that it was time to go. I just knew. But I was just like, this is not it for me anymore. It's just not. Sometimes it's just that simple. Like, this is not it. Peace and blessings to you, honey. It's just like, you're like, no, this is not it. The time has expired. And what I've learned is that when you go past the expiration date, you go through hell. When you try to stay in a space that God is trying to take you out of, you're going to go through hell because you're not moving fast enough. God is telling you in so many ways to get out, to leave, or to exit, and you're still trying to stick it out because you're not trusting. Am I talking to somebody? Did I just say something? A lack of trust will cause you to be very miserable. It's not where you're supposed to be exactly. You will be very miserable. Yeah, exactly. When you don't trust what God is doing and you stay longer than what God intended you to stay, you're going to go through some shit. Because so many things have transpired before this point, but you kept looking past it because you weren't ready yet. You weren't ready because you got comfortable. I mean, I've been here for all these years. I've been doing this for a while now. Like, I like it, whatever. But God is like, I got something so much better for you on the other side of this. Why are you still in this space? I have an area of opportunity right here. I have an opportunity right here. But you want to stay here? All right. I'm going to let you stay right there. And then God will back up and just let you figure it out. And then before you know it, you're like, okay, you were absolutely correct. I'm going to leave this situation. You know what I mean? That's what it was for me. It's like going to the job every day became ugh. And it's not to say that how can I say that? I loved my job, first and foremost. I was a personal stylist. I loved it. I love styling people. And I'm a beast at sales, period. And I was one of the top people there, period. Your girl know how to sell, period. But not only was I not fulfilled, it was just God moving me out of there. Like, your time here has expired. Like, let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. On top of just me not feeling it anymore or my spirit not being in it, it was so many things happening behind the scenes that if I didn't have an exit plan, I would have been out of there anyway. Because I was dealing with a lot of jealousy there. I was dealing with a lot of jealousy and, people basically trying to sabotage me because they just simply didn't like me. You know what I mean? So me knowing I had this going on, I was already planning on my exit anyway. But I still had to leave regardless because that's what God wanted for me anyway. So sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's just like that. Hey, it is what it is. We had 2,000 likes. We had 2.2K likes. We got 10 people in the building. All right. This is what I had to tell my aunt. Nothing could have made the situation different. Right. And what's crazy is like a lot of times when you're in that space, people are not going to understand. They're not going to understand what's going on. Especially if you're in a situation where the average person would freak out and you're not freaking out. They're going to be like, they're going to think that you're not taking the situation seriously. But if I just freak out because something else happened or a situation took place that I had no control of, or I know I'm being moved by God to make a decision and y'all not going to get it. I can't just freak out at everything. I can't. You outgrew and you were being pushed away from it. Exactly, I was. And it wasn't just like one person that was basically, because I'm very in tune spiritually. So I may not have been able to prove things in the physical, but I know spiritually some shit was going on behind the scenes planning my demise. You know what I'm saying? On top of me not energetically being in alignment anymore. That's the word I'm looking for. That's the word, alignment. Let's talk about alignment. That's the word I'm looking for. That was the word. Thank you, Spirit. Alignment. Let's talk about alignment. This is serious. Let's talk about alignment. Let's talk about it. When you are no longer aligned to a thing, you are going to feel energetically out of whack. You're going to feel it in your energy. Something is just not going to be right about that thing or that person or that situation anymore. Or when you're out of alignment with yourself in certain decisions that you're making, it's not going to feel right. It's just not going to feel right. This comes from, this is where having that firm self-trust comes in. You have to trust yourself. You have to. No matter what people may think or say about it. Because people are going to have their opinions. People are going to try to be more, they're going to try to be more practical about it, even though you know this is more of a spiritual matter. They're going to try to bring that practicality in it. And you're being as practical as possible because you're trying to work the situation out. That's being practical. You're trying to work a thing out, it's practical. But when you're speaking from a spiritual sense or an energetic sense, you have to go with that. Because even though you're trying to work a situation out by staying with it, you're doing the thing, you know, even with all the resistance, you're doing the thing. But when you're out of alignment, nothing you do is going to work. And alignment and knowing if you are aligned with something or not comes from trusting yourself and trusting God, period. Period. I was completely out of alignment. I got to the point where I was completely out of alignment with that job. I had to leave. Aside from all the other stuff that was going on behind the scenes, I was out of alignment. Hey, Candy Coated, that's the best way I can explain why I had to leave. I was out of alignment. Period. Completely out of alignment. And you'll know when you are aligned with something, not only when it feels right energetically, but things are flowing. When things flow, and it's not to say that you're not going to experience challenges. That's different. Even when you're in alignment and when challenges come, they don't hit as hard. Catch that, because that's important. When you're in alignment and challenges do come, it's not going to hit as hard because you're in alignment. So you're going to know instinctively how to handle those situations. They're not going to hit as hard. The weapon's going to form. They're not going to prosper, you see. But when you're out of alignment, weapons are forming, they're prospering, they're winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my ex. Things just kept going bad no matter what I did, right? Like when you're out of alignment, your whole everything you're trying to do is just out of whack. Everything you're trying to do out of whack. Everything. Hey, Z Gang, and this is why it's so important to trust yourself. Thank you for that heart, Z Gang. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust God, period. Period. Like, you have to get to the point where you know exactly what it feels like when that the minute you get out of alignment, you know exactly what it feels like. You're like, here it is. There it is right there. Not gonna work. Thank you, Kiki, for the following. Thank you, honey. You know exactly what it is when you're out of alignment in that relationship. Oh, hold on, wait, there it is right there. Gotta go. Hey, Jive Turkey girl. You know exactly when you're out of alignment with that friendship. They said that one little thing that vexed your spirit and gave you a little twinge in your heart space. It's time to go. That's it. Can't sit at this table no more. Can't do it. I'm at the point where God will immediately let me know when I'm out of alignment. Yes, Miss Kara. It's so important to be in tune with spirit and with God so you can know. Because a lot of people are out of alignment with stuff and they don't even know. They don't even know. Let me say this part. Don't be fooled by thinking you get money means you're in alignment. Hello? Don't let money make you think you're in alignment with things. Hello? Don't let money fool you like that. Money don't mean you're in alignment. You could be getting paid $150K a year, doing wonderful, $200K a year, doing absolutely great at your job, and your health is declining. You haven't seen your family. You're not spending time with your spouse. You're not even doing the things you enjoy anymore. You don't have a social life. You don't have time to do the things that you want to do, but you're making that money. Don't let money be your master. I don't know why God put that on me to say. I don't know why I said that. But I feel like somebody really, really, really needed to hear it. I feel like somebody needed to hear that. Money is a terrible master. Money is a terrible master. You have to... Money is a terrible master, but a wonderful slave. Do not let money be your master. Do not let money be your master. Money comes to me whenever I need it. Matter of fact, I always got it. I always got money somewhere. I always got some. Period. You know what's crazy? I was having a conversation with somebody earlier. Because while we're on the subject of money, I'll talk about wealth. I wish I could go live with you. Amen. Talk about it. Listen, one of these days, you know what? I'm going to have to put some of y'all in like a chat. Because I really want to do like a panel. I want us to like discuss a panel that we could do with each other. And we could all get on here and do a panel about something. I'm going to have to message some of y'all and be like, hey, want to do a panel, talk about something? Thank you for the follow, boo. But I was having a conversation with somebody earlier. And they were talking about wealth. And it wasn't about money. We were talking about support from loved ones and the people that we have in our lives. And I got a little emotional earlier when I was talking to that person, because I really, like, my wife works from home. I'm in my living room and I'm chatting on the phone with who I was talking with earlier, right? And I'm fixing my ebooks and stuff. And I look back at my wife and I started thinking about my family. And I was like, yo, I'm really blessed. Wealth looks different in people's lives. Exactly. Wealth isn't just money. It's a lot of things. Like, look around. Look at what you have right now today. I tell my wife this all the time. All you have is right now. All you have is this moment right here. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to stress about situations you can't control? Are you going to try to bump your head against the wall to figure things out? Or are you going to appreciate this very moment? Because this is all you have. This is it. This moment right here. We're on this live right now. This is it, y'all. This is it. The past isn't here anymore, and the future hasn't come yet. So all you have is right now, this moment. What do you have in this moment that you can be grateful for? Right now. It doesn't matter what you do not have. What matters is what you do have. What do you have? I can name so many things I have right now. I won't even have enough time to tell you. That is how blessed I am. That is how blessed you are. Thank you, Z-Gang. That is how blessed you are. Let's not get caught up in money all the time. Because as far as this app is concerned, a lot of people are motivated to get to that 10K mark because they're motivated by the money you get from your content creation. Don't let your motivation to get that money make you miss out on everything happening in between. Don't let the motivation for the money make you miss out on everything happening in the middle. Don't miss out on the middle. Making that shift to thinking positive is so hard, but once you're there, it flows out. I can't help but speak positive because I've spoken negative over my life and myself and my situation so long, I had to teach myself, and God had to do a work in me to get me to this point, to where I'm not just saying it, I actually mean it. They want the story, not the journey. Exactly. Everybody wants the results. Nobody wants to go through the shit it takes to get there. This is why it's so important not to covet what other people have, because you could covet what somebody else has and try to siphon energy to get it. But guess what else you're going to do? Not only are you may get the thing they have, but you're going to get all the shit that come with it too. So always make sure that you have your eyes on your own portion. God, what is my portion? I want what's mine. I don't want what the next person has. I want what you have for me up there in heaven, or I want my stuff. I want my stuff. The blessings with my name on it. That's what I want. Everything attached to me and my destiny. That's what I want, God. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I don't know who may be out there listening to this. But I want you to be focused on what God has for you. Not what you think you should have or what you may be coveting from another person. I want you to focus on what God has for you. And while you're focusing on what God has for you, I also want you to focus on what you have right now in this moment. Right now in this moment. You are alive and breathing. Let's start right there. You are alive and well. You are breathing. You have access to food and water. You have shelter. Hell, you may even be blessed with a car. Transportation to get you to from A to Z. Okay? And if you do not have a vehicle, you got 2 legs to walk. And if you don't have that, you may have transportation in the place that you live. Public transportation, it is. When I didn't have a car a couple of years ago, because my other car broke down, girl. When I didn't have a car for like a year or something, I walked everywhere I went. And at first, I felt like a loser. I was like, damn, I ain't got no car right now. Like, it just made me feel, anybody that knows what it feels like to not have a car for a while, you know what I'm talking about, right? But I had to teach myself how to be grateful for the now. I was like, I may not have a car, but I'm able to get to where I need to be. I could just get up and go to the store. I could just get up. And where I lived at the time, all the doctor's offices and stuff was like right by my house. So if I had to take the kids to the doctor, we could just walk right there. This is real talk, y'all. The grocery store was right down the street. We would walk to the store. And we had fun. We had a good time doing it. You know? Those moments put things in perspective for you. Like, you really miss out on a lot of blessings because you're so focused on the future and you're not focused on the now. What you got right now that you could be grateful for? What do you have right now that you could be grateful for? It could be something you consider big or small, but it's something. The mere fact that you have things to be grateful for is an indicator that you are immensely blessed. I need you to understand that. I don't care what you're going through. Let me tell y'all something. I have been through some shit in this life. Life has thrown me all kinds of curveballs, okay? And I am still here. I'm not supposed to be here. I ain't supposed to be here. I should have been taken out of here a long time ago. But I'm still here. That's a reason right there for me to be grateful. You have so many things to be grateful for right now. Sometimes we get so caught up in thanking God for what God's about to do that we haven't thanked God enough for what he's doing actively right now today. Your blood is pumping through your entire body because your heart is pumping that blood through your entire body. Your brain is operating correctly. The mere fact that you're able to see me, your eyes are operating correctly. You can hear me. You have your sense of smell. You can just get up and walk to the next side of the house to go to the kitchen and open the refrigerator and you got food in there. And if you don't have food in the refrigerator, guess what? You have money on your debit card to go get some food. You can get in the car, put the key in, or do the push start, whatever. Go down the street to the store to go get the food on your cart. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? You have too much to be blessed. You got way too many things in life to be grateful for. Like, way too many things. You have we get so caught up in our shit. And it's okay. Your feelings are valid. Because we go through things in life. You know what I mean? Don't stay there too long. Always leave room for gratefulness. Always leave room for gratitude. Even in your life transition. Even in your life transition. Damn. This shit happened you're like, damn, man. Like, I just paid this bill and now my car tripping. It's like, sometimes I have to stop myself about the things I complain about. And it's like, they got people out here that never had a car. You see, you're at the level of mindfulness and presence that shows true joy. I am. Listen, y'all. I have been through the darkest. I don't even have enough time to tell y'all about every terrible experience I've been in my life. Like, there is so much life and love and joy and peace on the other side of gratitude. I promise. I promise. Like, right now, I'm sitting in this chair on this live talking to y'all. I'm drinking clean water out of this tumbler. A lot of people can't say stuff like that. I have access to the internet. We have access to the freaking internet. We got these cell phones, y'all. Wherever we go, we looking good. We looking as good as we want to look. Okay? We're healthy, right? Our bellies are full. Like, we eat every day, y'all. We eat every single day. Every day, we stuffing our face with food because we have access to food. Hello? You get in your car and you drive, girl. When you get in your car, it go. You push that button and the car started. It's no struggling with that. You get in the car and it moves. And your car got the nerve to have AC in it. We be complaining about so much, girl. And not only that, you got people in your life that actually care. It may not be your mama. It may not be your daddy. Or it may not even be a close family member. But somebody is in your life and they actually care about you. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. You have somebody that you may have pride, but you know you have one person that you could call if you needed $100 right now. And if you don't have anybody in the physical, you definitely got somebody in the spiritual that you can call on. Hello? In every moment, even in the moments where you feel confused or frustrated, down, I need you to practice gratitude. I need you to. This is how gratitude for me is a great way to always stay in alignment. It's a way for me to always stay aligned with God. Being grateful for the now, for the right now, for this moment. Like, you know what? I am alive and breathing today. Like, I really ain't got no... And the things that we concern ourselves with so much ain't even happened yet. And most of the time, they're not going to happen any damn way. So what you stressing about? I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't do this, if I don't do that. It's like, babe, relax. Because if I don't know anything else in my experience just in life, it will work out. It will. It has no choice to. It has no choice. That's how I live my life. There's no choice but to have this thing work out. There is no other option. This is going to work out. It may not work out the way I expect it to, but it's going to work out. I'm glad this live is blessing you. Somebody needs to hear this. Somebody got to hear it. It is going to work out. I tell my wife this constantly. My wife is very she likes to make things work out. She's very with her hands. She's a very hardworking person. And that's one of the things I absolutely love about my wife. She's a very hardworking, diligent person. Very. If she don't do nothing else, she's going to get it done. She gonna get it done. Her work ethic is insane. But I'm so grateful for her because she motivates me to work harder at things. But I also motivate her to rest. We balance each other out very well. I'm very much the type of spouse that's like, babe, you've been working really hard. Just take a day to just relax. It's okay to rest. Your rest is just as productive as your hard work. And I'm really trying to help her see that there is value in her resting. Because when you rest and then you get back up to do your work, there's more clarity there, and you actually have the energy to do the work, right? But for some people, that's not. That's hard. For some people, resting or allowing God to move in a situation, that's hard, because we want to. Sometimes it's just not like that. Sometimes you're gonna have to take a step back and just let the universe do what it's gonna do. Like, after you've done all you can, stand. Ain't that what the songs say? When you've done everything that you could possibly do in this situation, just stand right there. But that also comes with being in tune with God, being in tune with the divine. Because there will be moments where you have to move, where you have to make a decision, where you have to move swiftly. But there are some times you got to just stay right where you at and just chill. Just trust. You've done everything you were supposed to do. Now trust. That's not always easy. But what I could say is this. In those moments where you know you just have to, you get to the point where you've done all that you could do and there's nothing else for you to do, that's when you need to be grateful right there. That's your moment where you need to be grateful. When you've done everything to make your situation better or to work your situation out, and you get to that point where you feel the frustration coming on, this is the time you need to be grateful. That's the time right there. Like, all right, I'm waiting, or I'm just sitting here and allowing the universe to do what it's gonna do. I'm gonna be grateful for this moment. And it's like, boom. You get the phone call you've been looking for, or you get that deposit you've been waiting on, or somehow somebody blesses you with an opportunity. Or maybe a family member helps you with getting your car fixed. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to trust self and trust the divine. We have to learn how to do that. Not only do we have to learn how to do those things, we also have to learn how to be very grateful. Thank you, Remedy Spa. Hey, honey. We have to learn how to be grateful. Gratefulness is something that we need to. Hey, boo. We need to learn how to be more grateful. A lot of the issues we have, like if we think of this from a grand scale, a lot of the issues we have are very first world issue. Like the other day, I was thinking about something when I was cleaning my kitchen and I was getting ready to cook or something like that. And I said something about going to the grocery store or something to get something to cook with. And I was like, this is a first world problem. Like a lot of the issues we have be first world. There's so many people out here. And it's not to say, hey, Aurora's Garden, like, oh, well, how, what does their situation have to do with mine, But if you put things into perspective just a little bit, like, all right. So there are people who live in places with dirt roads. Walking, they have no access to a car. They have no access to clean water. They have no access to clothing. Like, this is how far in my gratefulness I go. I go very far. Some people may be like, oh, God, I thank you for my car. Oh, God, I thank you for my house. Oh, God, I thank you for, I get down to the very, very nitty gritty. I get down to the very, very bone marrow of a thing. Like, I am blessed with arms and legs that can take me where I need to go in the event that I don't have a car. Like, y'all. I am blessed to where I can take myself to the restroom. I don't need help doing that. I don't need anyone to clean me. Like, just really think about it, y'all. I'm not in a hospital bed. I woke up in my bed, my own bed at my house in the safety of my home. I'm not in hospice. I'm not in the hospital. I didn't wake up in prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say people in those situations are not blessed. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just counting my blessings. Count your blessings. And when you figure out that you can't keep count, that's how you know how blessed you are. You're very blessed. Very. Don't ever think that you're unlucky or that nothing's going to work out for you. There's no way situation's going to work out. They will. If I don't know anything else in life, I know that things are always going to work out. They may not work out how you want them to, and that's the problem. That's the problem. You want things to work out the way you planned it. And that's not always the case. They will work out, though. They will always work out. Now, that's not to say to be unwise or anything like that. No, you have to be wise, make certain decisions to keep things in place, to keep, stability and security in your life. However, you still got to trust. Because, like I said, I quit my job. All the money I have saved up, right? I got money. That's what I did as far as me being wise. I made sure I had money saved up in the event that I either had to quit or got fired. Got money saved up. Let's say there's a breach in the system and all my money just gets swallowed up. I still, that's a situation I can't control. Even in that, I still have to find a way to have some gratefulness and know that situation will work out. Hey, Mika B. Your situation is going to work out. Your life transition did not happen by accident. It happened for purpose, on purpose, to get you closer to your purpose, right? On purpose, for your purpose. That's why this life transition is happening. That's why you have to pivot right now. This is why. On purpose, for your purpose. Oh, I like that. I like that. I got bars, y'all. Is it better to save cash or save or savings account? Great question. I would say do both, actually. I would say do both. I'm a big stickler for trying to leave cash around just in case. Hey, Lillian. But definitely a savings account. If you're going to do a savings account, make sure it's a high yield savings account. That way you get interest. So your money grows. But the money you're putting in each week or every 2 weeks or whatever, you get interest at the end of the month. I love a high yield savings account. Thank you for this message. I have received it tremendously. No problem, honey. You have a great night. Yeah, but I would do cash and I would do a savings account. High yield. I wouldn't do a savings account at a bank though. I wouldn't do that. Savings account, some cash in a safe somewhere in your home, and a Roth IRA. Outside of your 401k. That's what I would do. Oh yes. Thank you, Lillian. So that would be three. That would be 3 different ways to save and invest money. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Hold on. Let me answer this. Look into money marketing too. You can get a debit card interest. Right. And believe it or not, if y'all familiar with the scriptures, the Bible talks a lot about investing money and stuff and putting away money and saving. Let me see. Thank you. Is that Tanae? Thank you, honey. It's not good to save at the bank. The reason why I say it's not really a good idea to save money at the bank is because you're not, the purpose of saving money or putting money away is to help it grow. And we have inflation, so the amount of worth that your money has now is not going to be the same. So it'd be better to put it in a high yield savings account, because when it's in a regular savings at your bank, or let's say you have an account with Chase and a debit account with checking account with Chase, and you want to have a savings account, they're only going to give you about not even 1% of interest. So your money's just going to be sitting there, just growing dust. Whereas a high yield savings account, you're going to get a percentage of interest along with the money you're putting in it every month or whatever. And most of them are what is that? If FDIC insured. Most of those high yield savings accounts are FDIC insured. So it's more of a it's more of it's a lot more safe than a bank because some of those banks aren't insured. Like I don't think Chase is, especially with those investment accounts. I don't think they're insured. The bank is making money on you. Money markets earn you interest rate. Right. Yeah, the what happens with banks is they take your money and they invest it. They invest your money every single day. That's how banks keep the ball rolling. Yep. Yep. I would say keep a checking account. I wouldn't do a savings with a bank. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. And definitely if you ladies haven't aren't familiar, excuse me, no problem. If you aren't familiar with a Roth IRA, that's basically and like another form of retirement. That's a retirement account. And you could do that with like a Charles Schwab or something like that. You could just open that up like today. And you could invest as little as what, $20 a month in it. And what you do with it is you take the money that you put into the Roth IRA and then you put it in stocks, whichever ones you choose. But you can get a financial advisor to like show you which ones would be best for you as far as like the stocks are concerned. But that's another way for you to invest your money and have it grow over time. Teach me something. What did you say was better? The high yield, high yield savings account. Credit Karma has a high yield savings account attached to it in the app. They have it's called the Credit Karma Save thing, something like that. They have that. And I think you can go as low as like $1. You could just put $1 in it, start off with that. But what happens is every month they give you I think their percentage for interest is like 3.7 something like that. But that's the amount of interest that you get every month for having your money in that account. So it just over time it grows. Credit Karma, yep. Yeah, it's awesome. And like I said, that one is FDIC insured. Make sure the high yield savings account you get is FDIC insured. Yeah. And a Roth, like I said, a Roth IRA. That's really, really good to have. Really, really, really good to have. But you gotta be good with like if you're not much of a saver, I would say do little small amounts at first and then go big. Like maybe you save $10 a week at first and then you move it up to 20, 30. It doesn't matter the amount. It's about building the habit to save. Because in my mind, my savings account don't exist. My Roth IRA don't exist. It's just like whatever. Because I put it there so I just don't mess with it. I don't touch it. You know what I mean? Hey y'all, that's just tuning in. We're talking about, we've switched the conversation a bit to, excuse me, personal finance. But I was talking about gratefulness earlier. The Roth IRA accumulates over time. Yes. It's basically for it's a retirement account, so it's over time. So that's the long haul. No problem, honey. Yeah, your retirement is the long haul. That's the long haul. So and there's many different Roth IRA accounts. There's many different places you can go for that. What's another one? Vanguard. It's a whole slew of them. Got you, and I can start at 20. Oh yes, ma'am. You can download the app now. You can look on your in your Play Store, on your Apple Store, and look up Roth IRAs. Google which one would be best for you. You can literally create you an account tonight. And it depends. Oh, this is another thing. There's a minimum with certain ones. So just do your research. I personally use Charles Schwab, and there was no like minimum I had to go in and invest. Like there was, oh, you have to have $3,000 to invest into this Roth IRA. No, it was as little as 20. So you can do Charles Schwab. I personally like it. So thank you, appreciate the help. I'll definitely check. Yes, check it out. You can even create it for your babies too, y'all. Y'all can create it for your kids. Y'all can create them for your children too. That, or you could put your kids as beneficiaries on your Roth IRA, or yep, you can do all kinds of stuff. Oh, let me pull this book out. Since we're talking about personal finances, I really want to one of these days I may talk more about this book. This book here is called Smart Women Finish Rich. I'm still reading it. It's been a minute since I've read it. I'm on the 5th chapter. It's so much in this book, y'all. There's so much information in this book about basically this. His name is David Bach. He wrote this book. He's a financial advisor. He's been doing it for many years, like 20 plus years. And he wrote it specifically for women because women are not really privy to a lot of the finance world. We're just not privy to it. And you know that's why the whole girl math thing, it makes me cringe. Girl math makes me cringe because there's so much information out here that can help us succeed for the long haul. Like, there's so many stories in here about women who married rich and the guy ended up passing away or cheating and leaving her, and she had absolutely nothing because he either invested the money in poor investments or spent it all, and she didn't realize because she was at home with the kids for all those years, and then when they finally passed away, she had to start over. That's why you find a lot of women in their 70s and 80s still working that may have been married for a long time. You screenshot the book, grab it, girl, grab it. It's good. It's good. It's good. Women who are still working in their retirement years because, they may have had spouses who were irresponsible with money and didn't properly invest or, do the due diligence with financial knowledge to do right with the money. So, a lot of the time these ladies who marry rich end up having to work in the end when they're really, when they're older. So, girl, look. This book, oh, hold on. It talked about going to the IRS.gov and putting your information in and looking up your potential amount that you would get at the age of 65 when you retire from Social Security. A lot of women live off of that amount, like $1,200 a month, $900 a month, $1,500 a month. Imagine, because a lot of times with ladies, we may go without working for a length of time because we have children, or maybe our spouses wanted us to be at home, or we didn't do our due diligence in our small businesses and get retirement funds for your small business and stuff like that. That happens a lot too. So what happens is you either have to go work at Target at the age of 65, 66 years old, or you living off Social Security. This book can help you. It's like, look, if you want wealth and you want it long term, get this book right here, Smart Women Finish Rich. This book had me in tears. Damn, It's just so good. That's a good book. And I'm only in chapter 5. And you can't just like read through it like, nah, you have to highlight, bookmark, because there's so much information in it. Get this book, y'all. This one is good. I have another one that y'all can read too, which helped me to as far as work ethic is concerned. This book, The Cinderella Complex, it talks about that natural thing we have as women where we just don't want to work. And we would much rather have someone else take care of us. That's a natural thing we have as women. It talks about that. This book was written by Colette Dowling in the 80s. Y'all, this book is amazing. It talks a lot about what this book talked about, but this one's more about being a stay-at-home mom and the situations that happen in different wives. Maybe she decided to not go to school because her husband wanted her home, but then he left and she was left with nothing. Like, this book talks a lot about that because it happens all the time. It happens all the time. So many women can relate to being married young, staying home because the hubby wants us to stay home, and we have the kids and we rear the children and take care of the children, and he works and he pays the bills and da-da-da-da. And then things don't go well in the marriage. You decide to leave, or maybe he leaves you, and then you're stuck with a bunch of children that you cannot take care of on your own. You have to get on assistance and all this stuff. That's what that book talks about, the Cinderella Complex. Needing a savior, wanting someone to do it for you, save you. This is why I advocate for women to get their own bag. I'm not the, find you a rich man. And I used to think like that too. I used to have that mindset back when I was still dating men anyway, because I stopped doing that a long time ago. I was like, get that bag, girl. Get that bag. Get that rich man. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And all that's great and wonderful and excellent and perfect until you find out he's not investing the money right. Until you find out that he's spending half of it on other women. Or, he's just not doing his due diligence with financial literacy. Or maybe you thought you signed something when you signed those, what do you call that, prenups? But turns out, if y'all divorce, you can't get shit. And you done had 4 kids. Gotta get that too, because I've heard so many guys talking about modern women being harmful to society. They say that because, like I always say, everything is about power with people. So when men talk like that about quote unquote modern women, they want control. They see that women have more autonomy. We weren't always autonomous. You know what I mean? We just got the ability to have our own freaking credit card in the 70s. We weren't allowed to vote and have our own money for a very long time. So the fact that women can actually get out there and earn a living on her own, have her own home. Like we weren't even allowed the right to buy our own home. We had to have a husband. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we can have our own homes now, that we can have our own careers, have our own savings accounts, have our own investment accounts. That scares a lot of guys out there. They feel like they don't have any control over women. As a collective, I mean. That scares a lot of men. So they'll say, oh, you're going to be single forever. Oh, la, 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 Oh, hey. You looking good. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yes, I'm so confused why they're so paranoid. It's crazy to me. It's about control. And another thing, shout out to Lilith Sheba. She talks about natural selection a lot. If women chose to be single and to get their own bag, naturally men would be canceled out. Like there just would be no need for them. That's what it is. Natural selection. Like as a collective, women just wouldn't choose them. We're not really there yet because there are still so many women that feel like they need men to survive. So that's the issue. So that's why I say, look, we have the rights to do so many things as women. Take advantage of all of it. Why are you trying to go back in the house with somebody's son? What are you doing? Why are you trying to go be Susie Homemaker? Instead of being Susie Homemaker for this man, be Susie Homemaker and create your own bakery. That's what you do, okay? Baking cakes all day for this man, no. Become a cake decorator, okay? And create your own business. Period. That's what you do. You bake cupcakes for the neighborhood, okay? And for the neighborhood schools and stuff, and get your money like that. Okay? I'm talking to somebody here. You stay-at-home mom. Don't just be stay-at-home mom cooking for that man all day and rearing them kids all day and fixing bottles. And you better go on the showcase on TikTok. You go on my page. I think it's still in my showcase. If not, whatever. Get you a t-shirt making machine thingy and start you a t-shirt business, okay? Start your t-shirt business and make some t-shirts for some soccer teams in your neighborhood. That's what you do. Okay? Make some hats for all the soccer moms. Like, don't just be stuck at home while this man working all day and you changing diapers, you making bottles, you dealing with having a crazy looking house, you cleaning up after everybody. I know this. I've been there. A stay-at-home mom. I was there for years. Looking after kids, making sure the meal is cooked when he gets home, listening to him complain about everything, and not helping with the children because that happens when you are married to a man and you have children. You are a single married mother. Single married woman. You're a single married woman. Single married mother. Doing everything yourself. Girl, you better. And he gives you a few couple $1,000s a month. No. You don't. I would much rather be making a couple thousand a month by having my own small business rather than waiting on some man to give it to me because I'm at home with the kids. Because as a mother, what you gonna do with the money? You gonna spend it on the damn kids anyway? Hello? So when do you decide that you need to start securing your future? And it's just little stuff we can do as ladies. That's why I talked about the Roth IRA earlier, the high yield savings account. If that man is giving you money, you need to put 10% of it away. If he gives you $100, you need to put $10 in your high yield savings account. Okay? He giving you $1,000, you need to put $100 in your high yield savings account. Okay? Or better yet, you could take that 10% and put 5% in your high yield savings and 5% in your Roth IRA. Then what? How you doing? I know I'm talking to somebody up in here. God, as women, God has given us so much insight, wisdom, and God has given us so many tools. We just don't use them. We don't use them. And there's so much information out here to help us elevate as women, and we just don't use it. It's time to start using it. I know somebody in here need this. I may even do a challenge. Let's save, and this is for the ladies that have a hard time with saving money. If you oh, I make so much money and I make 50 grand a month, and then this ain't for you. I'm talking to the women that struggle in this area. I've been there and I've done that. Let's try to save our first $1,000. Let's go. I may make it a whole challenge. I may make it a whole challenge. It's still early in the month. Let's save $1,000. Let's do it in 3 months. Save $1,000 in 3 months, because I know for a lot of people that can be hard. You got bills, you got kids, especially if you're a single mom to little babies. Babies are expensive. Save your first $3,000. Save your first $1,000 in 3 months. You know what I mean? Divide that by the weeks, and you'll be able to tell how much a week you need to put in your savings, so that you can have that $1,000 at the end of the month. At the end of the 3 months, the stuff is possible. It's possible. Well, hello. I said, well, hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, keep talking.
You kind of distracted me.
No, I ain't, man. Keep talking your stuff,
You distracted me a little bit.
Yeah, well.
She know what she doing. She coming here
I
distracting
ain't,
me.
man. Keep talking.
She's distracting me.
No, man. Yeah. Man. Go ahead, own your own bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You better tell them, honey.
Yeah, own your own bakery. Don't cook for that nickel.
Or you better, if you cooking, listen, if you're a good cook, you better start a food service thing, a food service business where you're a vendor at different events in your community, girl. You better start using that noggin. Don't just sit up in that house cooking for that man all day. Advertise your stuff on your social media accounts. Have your plates made. I'm cooking this for dinner today. I did it. All of my babies they're older now, but when they were really, really little, and I'm a single mama, I had to figure some stuff out, honey, because I was already doing makeup, as freelance. So I started doing plate lunches. I sure did. I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this was back in like 2015, 2016, something like that. I would make I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would make the plates and everything. I was doing it on Facebook real heavy. I think Facebook and Instagram, actually. And I would deliver them. So they would pay for their food, and they paid me a delivery fee.
I'd pay your delivery fee.
Of course you would. And everything included. It was the food, the entree. It was a dessert. It was a salad and a drink, y'all. And the place was like $6. And they paid like a $3 delivery fee. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And what ended up happening is I was doing so well, the plants, I'm from the South, so, the industry plants, they where my stepdad worked at, they started ordering from me. So it went from just a few plates here and there to like 30, 40 plates. 50 plates. Daily. And it just came from an idea. I had an idea. I know how to cook. I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to just do me some plate lunches. And what made me stand out is I was delivering the plate lunches. You didn't have to come to me. I came to you.
I came to you, girl.
Oh, my God. You have so many resources and so many ideas. Girl, you better start using that noggin. Get this money. It's money out here to be made to secure your future. And it all starts with an idea. But with all of that, you still got to be grateful. Because sometimes you may not make no sales. Sometimes your orders may not be picking up like they usually do. Maybe you're a little slow. Still got to be grateful. Like, you know what? My business may be slow today, but I got a business. Boom. I may have not made money in a few days, but I made some money last week. And that money's going to go toward things I needed to go toward. Boom. You ain't missing out on no meals. You eat every single night. That belly is full every night. Your car note paid if you got a car note, car insurance, your rent paid, your light bill, water bill. Hello? Not only that, you got some cute clothes to wear, girl. Your clothes be so cute. You be looking so good. And don't nobody know you got $15 in your wallet. Don't nobody know that. You look good because you're blessed. That's why. When you blessed for real, can't nobody tell you going through hell at home. And it ain't nobody business any damn way. But you look good. Don't lose that glow because things are happening and life is just flip-flopping everywhere. Do what you got to do and be grateful. That's my motto. Because why? Everything gonna work out any damn way. So it really don't pay to complain. It really don't pay to complain. Complain for what? The shit gonna work out any damn way. That's just how I see things though. It's gonna work out anyway. So why am I sitting here complaining about it? Feel how you feel about it, then get up and keep moving. I don't know. I'm glad we talked about the things we talked about. I wasn't expecting to talk about that today, but hey, let's just let God move how God moves. But I'm going to go ahead and go because it's 10:30, girl. And my boo at home. So, I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for being here. We at 7,000 likes. Look at that. 7,000 likes. I love y'all. I might be back tomorrow, but definitely next week to do the ebooks and everything. I love you guys. I hope this live blessed somebody. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube. It's growing. I'm at like 55 subscribers on YouTube. Y'all follow me there. Pretty Powerhouse Podcast. I post my live replays there. So y'all watch me there, okay? Pretty Powerhouse Podcast. It's a lot of P's. But y'all watch me there, okay? I love y'all. And grab my ebooks if you would like one of those. And I'll see y'all. I love you guys. Bye. See y'all later.
Green or khaki?